On the fourth and final night of the Democratic National Convention, Joe Biden officially accepted the party's nomination for President of the United States. Biden criticized Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic. He asked us to judge this president on the facts. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Funke with PolitiFact. Naturally, we wanted to take a closer look at those facts that Biden mentioned, so we checked Biden's list. Some were easy, but depressing.
5 million Americans infected by COVID-19.
The number is even higher than Biden said, 5.5 million as of this taping.
More than 170,000 Americans have died.
This number has crept up too, by more than 4,000.
More than 50 million people have filed for unemployment this year.
This is accurate. More than 57 million Americans have filed for initial unemployment claims. Some of Biden's claims are more complex and still depressing.
By far the worst performance of any nation on earth.
The US leads the world in both COVID-19 cases and deaths. Now, if you account for population, the US isn't the absolute worst, but it still lags behind many other countries.
More than 10 million people are going to lose their health insurance this year.
This claim is backed up by numbers from the nonpartisan Urban Institute, but it may be an underestimate. The Kaiser Family Foundation estimates that nearly 27 million Americans could lose their employer-sponsored health insurance.
Nearly 1 in 6 small businesses have closed this year.
This is accurate about closures overall, but it needs a little context. A Chamber of Commerce survey from July found that 13% of small businesses were closed during the coronavirus pandemic. But it also found that only 1% of those closures were permanent.
Our economy is in tatters, with Black, Latino, Asian American, Native American communities bearing the brunt of it.
Since the pandemic hit, unemployment numbers have hit highs not seen since the Great Depression. In July, the unemployment rate for Black Americans was highest at 14.9%, followed by Hispanics at 12.9%, Asian Americans at 12.2%, and whites were proportionally much lower at 9.2%. After criticizing Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, Biden pivoted to discuss how he would do things differently if he were elected in November.
We'll have a national mandate to wear a mask, not as a burden, but as a patriotic duty to protect one another.
A nationwide mask mandate is easier said than done. The Congressional Research Service found that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention could use the Public Health Service Act to mandate a nationwide mask policy. However, that would probably run into challenges based on the Constitution and other laws.
And we can pay for these investments by ending loopholes, unnecessary loopholes, and the president's $1.3 trillion tax giveaway to the wealthiest 1% and the biggest, most profitable corporations, some of which do not pay any tax at all.
The Republican-backed tax bill did benefit corporations and wealthy individuals. But Biden glosses over the fact that most middle-class Americans also got tax breaks as a result of the law.
Under President Biden, America will not turn a blind eye to Russian bounties on the heads of American soldiers.
This is in reference to Trump not condemning Russia after reports surfaced that Russia paid Taliban-linked militants to offer bounties on American soldiers in Afghanistan. Biden and other Democrats have criticized Trump for not standing up for U.S. troops. Trump has defended himself by saying that the threats weren't credible or that the information was not given to him. That's in spite of the fact that several news outlets have reported that warnings about the bounties were included in the president's daily brief. That's our roundup of Joe Biden's speech at the Democratic National Convention. For more fact checks about the DNC and the 2020 election, go to PolitiFact.com. And for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe.